nonsense. But, oh boy, in the air left field. McKinney back. It is gone. Luis Robert Jr. starts the Sox scoring tonight.
That's 31 and 65 on the power number.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Anzo. In today's video, we're going to be talking about another potential trade rumor that's going around from industry insiders, and it's a pretty interesting one. I definitely want to see your take on this in the comments down below, so let's get into it. If you've been following baseball in general, you must have heard of this name, Luis Robert Jr. He's a center fielder for the Chicago White Sox. Definitely a younger prospect. In those earlier days that we heard about him, that he was a really up-and-coming great player that was going to make a difference in the MLB, and someone that a lot of people were excited about. But like a lot of things in Chicago right now for the White Sox have been going in a downtrend, and unfortunately the same has to be said for Luis Robert. He's been going way down in his trend, and the Yankees have been interested in him for the last, I would say, 2 off seasons. And they were interested in him because he has potential. The guy's only 27 years old, but he has an elite defense in center field and a bunch of potential. In 2023, he hit 38 home runs. The guy's a powerhouse. Whether it's the yips or whatever the case may be that could contribute to his downfall right now, he's not doing any better this season. He's currently hitting around $180, under 200, and with only about 7 home runs. Now, why would the Yankees at all be interested in Luis? And why would the Phillies, the Mariners, why would anybody be interested? Well, you got the potential here, right? And Brian Cashman always likes to find those gems, those gems in the rough that could possibly become something. He's been known to really help out with the Yankees bullpen and really find those gems there. Now, when it comes to outfielders, you think of like Clint Frazier, that other dude, I basically got him out of my head, Aaron Hicks. Like people like that, the Cashman really hasn't had the best of luck with, but Luis Robert Jr., that's another name that he's looking at and possibly getting him up to date, getting him fixing those little things that need to be fixed in order for him to reach his potential. At only 27 years old, the guy is under club control for the next 2 years. Well, at least he has club options, right, for the next 2 seasons after this one. So really it's a low risk because let's say the Yankees were to acquire him for the right price, get him to come over, not going to cost you a lot. And if he does really bad and none of the improvements from the coaches work, then you can just say no to the club options, and he's a free agent. And again, these teams like the Phillies, the Mariners, the Yankees, they're really looking at that breakout season in 2023 where he hit 38 home runs, he hit like 264. He was like a productive player, above average. But then in this season with a .574 OPS, I mean, it's not going to really do it for any team. There's going to have to be major adjustments made. And this past offseason, there was no movement. The previous offseason, no movement. Obviously, his value has gone down. So the White Sox can't really be asking for much for him at this point. And the Yankees are looking for some outfield support, as there are questions around Jasson Dominguez and whether he's going to actually be good defensively. We know that offensively, he can probably make it there, but defensively, there are those question marks. Has he improved? Yeah, of course. But will he be playoff ready? For sure, we know a Luis Robert Jr. will be ready for the playoffs defensively and a Gold Glove caliber player out there, and with the potential upside with that hitting. And at only 27 years old, there's a bunch of upside compared to getting a player that's in their later years. Even though the Yankees have gotten players in their later years and have gotten, the most that they can out of those players. And so getting a 27-year-old and trying to work on them, I mean, there's always that option that it could work out. But then again, the other argument right next to that is, why don't you just focus on Jasson Dominguez and make sure that he gets there? But maybe they are trying. Maybe they see that maybe this is the full potential they can get him to, and they're willing to trade him off, whether it's for a third baseman, whether it's for maybe another arm, or potentially a Luis Robert Jr. Yeah, he is a gamble, and like any trade with a player that isn't reaching their full potential, it's going to be a risk, and it's something that the Yankees are going to have to take into account. And I wouldn't say that it would take a Jasson Dominguez to trade for this guy. Obviously not. Maybe a couple years ago, but right now at this point, no. I mean, we're talking about some minor leaguers, some potential prospects, but nothing crazy to go out there and get this guy, especially since he's having a really down year. Not to mention this year, but last year as well. I wouldn't be totally opposed to this as long as it's for the right price. Obviously, you have the competition like the Phillies and the Mariners that are looking for someone like this too to take a risk on. And yeah, if the price is right, I would say why not? If we were not letting go of a lot of pieces, we can make this happen, see where it can go, have the hitting coach work with him, and see if we can get something out of this guy. If not, like I said, we can let go of him. Really no risk at the end financially, and then move on. But I would be willing to make that trade. Let me know what you guys think. If you're willing to make a trade, if you were running the Yankees, would you make a trade like that? What are your thoughts? Who would you give up? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.